Leaving out of the courtroom, today is day 4, Florida versus ALICIA Andrews in the Julio Foolio murder trial. Let's get into this day 4 recap. If you're new here, my name is Keontae Ariel. My reporting is a little different because I am in the courtroom. To be honest, I did leave early today. I was just so confused by today. I'm really thinking to myself back there, as I'm sitting and writing, is this case about Young and Ace? Is this the Young and Ace case? So before court starts, they bring out ALICIA, and I noticed today she has on a lime green set. She has, let me tell you something, this girl don't play about her hair now. Them buns be slicked the fuck back, way better than mine, okay? I said real cute today. It's not like she's an ugly girl, okay? So let's not even go there. And then I did notice today she had on about 3 or 4 t-shirts. Cause like I told y'all, it be cold as hell in there, like an icebox. Jury comes in, they look refreshed, and now let's get to business. The first witness, her name is Officer ALICIA, I believe, and she's a crime scene investigator, and she documented it, all the damage done to Julio Foolio's car. And for my notes in this section, I said real life Call of Duty type shit. Like what? Then this, I'm like, how are you tying this to ALICIA? This is giving me the boys. This is giving me the boys, not ALICIA. So okay, so let's go on to the next witness. I'm telling you, today was really just a weird day. So then we have Detective Nieder, and he spoke very proper, approximately. He basically pointed it out that, he was able to identify damage done to a yellow Bronco that was in the parking lot at the time, and that's how they were able to also tell the direction of where the bullets was coming from due to one of the bullets going into the yellow Bronco. He also stated, he was also the detective that was able to track down the Chevy Impala license plate 68DLWG. He basically broke it down to us really how he was able to find the car. And then we get into Detective Johnson. He works with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and he was a part of Sean Gathrigh's traffic stop, and where he was able to impound firearms, ammo, live rounds, 300 blackout casings, 5.56 I put junky ass car. That was a junky ass car. And then they said something about a Juicy Couture bag. So at this point, I'm thinking they finna say the Juicy Couture bag is ALICIA Andrews' bag. They don't even say nothing about the Juicy Couture bag. So this whole point again, this whole segment right here, not for ALICIA, for Sean, right? Who are we focusing on here? At this point, the defense has, objected a few times, and it kind of feels like the judge is ignoring them. But I would just want you guys to all keep this in mind, that realistically, the prosecutors and the judge, or the judge and the prosecutors, they're co-workers. So that's what I'm going to say with that. The next witness is a crime scene detective, and she was the one that was able to obtain a search warrant for Sean Gathrigh's house. And she basically, explained to us that she's seen a shitload of guns, a shitload of bullets, a shitload of safes. Just shitloads of stuff that wasn't supposed to be in there. I said, whose house is it? Is it Sean's house or is the parents' house? Because ain't no way you telling me that mama ain't go up in that goddamn room. Like, how he got all this stuff? And then word on the street, my homegirl said the parents in the military. I said, what? This detective also, sometimes she would say, yeah, and then sometimes she would say, mm-hmm. And the judge was like, hey, listen, I need proper communication. We can't take mm-hms. You have to say yes or no. So she's dismissed, and then the defense wants to bring their concerns up to the judge regarding the state and what they had got going on. And the defense is basically saying this is a waste of everyone's time. This is a waste of your time. It's a waste of the jury's time. they're supposed to be focusing on Alicia Andrews. This is not focusing on Alicia Andrews. It's focused on these gangs, Young and Ace, everybody else but her. And just because she said these names in a few just because she said these names in a few text messages and shit, that don't mean this girl is a part of no gang, because she ain't a part of no gang. The defense is trying their best. You can just tell they're trying their best. I don't care what y'all say on the internet about them being from Timu and all that shit. Them people know what they're doing. Because I think it's Attorney Erin is her name. She does a great job to me every time she comes back. When it's time for
playing 4 in a row videos from our victim becomes cumulative by the defense when we're playing one from each side in the state's presentation of evidence. At some point, playing all videos that the victim published that were bad opens the door for then the state to publish whatever extra videos that the ATK members or 1,200 members also published that were bad. I don't know what the basis or honestly the relevance of publishing 4 more videos in addition to what we've already discussed and litigated is.
What's the relevance of 4 additional videos of the Mr. Jones?
Well, Your Honor, first, I guess to address the scope, there is no particular scope of these music videos that the state is entering. They're not limited to the 2023 incident. They're discussing murders that occurred well before.
No, I'm not as concerned about that. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not as concerned. The cumulative was the objection. So what's your response to that?
Well, first, Your Honor, I find that objection problematic, as that has been our argument, and the state has been the one to open the door to all of these videos. We're specifically introducing them or attempting to on this particular witness because he has been listed as an expert in gangs. He is the person that is testifying as to his analyzing of these different songs. They have said over and over again about my client's intent, and that it goes to her intent and her knowledge. And these go to establish that she actually does not have that, right? That she's not involved in any of this back and forth. Any of these individuals that are connected to these murders that the victim has been rapping about, just as some of the other individuals that are not involved in this trial have been rapping about. So this is our opportunity to cross-examine this witness and question this witness related to his knowledge and the scope of his knowledge of all of this information.
Okay, so obviously I haven't seen these videos, so at this point in time, you can go ahead and show them, but at some point if it becomes cumulative, obviously, then the state can renew their objection and I'll just rule.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? So.
for them to cross. I feel like she know what the hell she's doing. So I don't know what y'all be talking about. At the end of the day, she's right. Like, we're not focusing on how, like, y'all, right now, if you was a juror, with these 4 days that has happened, with the evidence and the information that you have from just the trial itself, what's your verdict as a juror? So then we get into the gang unit detective from Jacksonville. And this is when I had to leave a little early. And I'm so upset because this is when they started playing the music in the courtroom. And I would just have loved to see people's faces, because I remember the jury saying they don't like rap. They definitely don't want to hear it. They don't know nothing about no drill rap. And they was all in there listening to the drills. He basically explains how, there are a few gangs in Jacksonville. You have ATK, 6 Block 1200. That 1200 is a subset of ATK. That WGAG is a subset for 6 Block. I do remember the defense objecting to him taking the stand, I believe, and it was just like, it was pointless because he's finna talk about all these gangs, but Alicia is not in a gang. So you're going to confuse our jury. If anything, you're going to confuse the jurors. And if anything, this goes along with the other co-defendants, not Alicia, bro. What I don't like, man, don't really try to paint the girl to look like she's a gangbanger if the girl really is not a gangbanger. Cause then not only that, y'all know how they caught the state in a lie, right? When they talking about when the people asked Alicia about the name Gutter. Well, today we heard that Alicia was ready to show the man that she had the gutter tattoo and stuff, right? That's what the man said. That it didn't sound like what the state said, or Alicia was playing around. Who's gutter? Who's gutter? He said that girl was about to open her shirt to where he said, hold on, wait a minute, don't flash him now. But he didn't know that she was literally just trying to show him, you know, the shit on the tattoos. So then he goes into, you know, how he identifies these gangbangers. And, you know, it's from tattoo markings, clothing colors, association, hand signs, graffiti, social media activity, law enforcement and correctional documentation, witness and confidential informant information. You know, they go by, I guess, like it's like 11 things they have to check off. And if you check off all 11, baby, you are in a gang. I thought that was very interesting. Not only that, he says that ATK stands for Ace's Top Killers. He said that Young and Ace has to be the head in charge because he has a lot of followers. And that Julio Foolio was the head honcho of his because he had a lot of followers. So with this detective, they were showing the images of the boys in like collages. And it was just so sad because he was like deceased, 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 deceased. I'm like, God damn. This detective also informed us that he was able to track that Isaiah and Rashad were posting after Julio Foolio's murder. And after this, y'all, it became Trial 106 in Park. Okay, they were playing so many people. Sorry, y'all, I'm watching a playback because I left early, so I didn't want to talk about something and really didn't watch it. So but I'm like, dang, is this 106 in Park? And they the first one they played was the "And I Need You," da-na-na-na-na-na, "And I Miss You," da-na-na-na-na-na. I'm like, the jury, when they first heard the intro, they probably thought this was finna jam. But then it, okay, it's not funny, can't they? Stop. I just love to been in there, man, cause and I'm gonna stop right there. But if you wanna come on YouTube with me, I'm on YouTube right now watching the playback of the gang unit detective. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back in court tomorrow. And Julio Foolio's mom was not there today, but trust me, she gonna be back.
Yes, Young and Ace and Fast Money Goon would be ATK, and Spinabins and WAPA would be 1200.
I'm going to publish those videos before we look to the language of them. If you could look over your shoulder, please.